The Plastic Surgery Group, based in Albany, New York, has pled guilty to charges regarding the use and false branding of a cheap Botox substitute. Incidents that spanned 10 months in 2004 and involved 151 patients. The company faces fines, and 7 associates of the company, 5 of them doctors, face fines and up to a year in prison. The defendants were charged with using a botulism toxin manufactured by Toxin Research International in Arizona that was not FDA approved and was mislabeled as being Botox, the FDA said in a written statement. In 2004, the Plastic Surgery Group, by its own admission, injected a knockoff Botox into 151 people who thought they were receiving the genuine product. The company has pled guilty to a felony count of misbranding drugs, and the associates have pled guilty to misdemeanor conduct violations. In addition to fines, the company has been ordered to pay restitution to the patients, and in light of the verdict, the company released a statement admitting responsibility for the mistake. We asked board-certified plastic surgeon Dr. Peter Fedor to comment on the dangers of using a neurotoxin that has not been approved by the FDA.
Any kind of FDA approval is a very rigorous process, and especially with something that potentially as dangerous as Botox is, and as toxic as Botox is. And the companies have to go through clinical trials, and they have to prove that there is patient safety. Patient safety is not violated with the doses that they're injecting. To inject patients with something which is not FDA approved, especially when it comes to something as toxic as any of the neurotoxins are, like Botox or Dysport, it's very, very hazardous. Nowadays, when there's an economic crunch, patients have to do even more due diligence to make sure that wherever they go for their aesthetic, surgical, or injectable needs are places that follow very ethically the guidelines of what kind of medication is approved by the FDA, what doses can be used safely, etc. So patients would take a huge risk by trying to maybe go to somebody who provides these services, maybe at a much lesser fee, because they pay much less for the material that they inject.
E. Stewart Jones, legal counsel for the Plastic Surgery Group, told reporters that though the patients will be repaid in full, their health and safety were never at risk, and that Plastic Surgery Group misused the drug not deliberately but genuinely by mistake, believing it to be real Botox. Sentencing in the case is set for mid-December.